right, another successful mission.
You just look strangely uncomfortable. Can you ask the raptor for motivation, please? Okay.
She's very photogenic.
Nothing can stop us now.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It's Chip and Dale. How are you guys doing? Hello, Grogu.
Don't he be shy? If you want to over.
Universal Orlando Resort. Earl the Squirrel needs his own Christmas tree over here for the meet and greet. I think so. I think we're gonna make that happen. We'll put that.
4 of you have tried to kill me in the past. 1 of you succeeded.
Oh wow.
Do you think the people on the moon ever look over and say, wow, it's a full spaceship Earth tonight? But welcome back to the sign welcoming you to Universal Orlando Resort.
Terrifying, isn't it?
Hiya, Scooby! We're here at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort with the newly opened Kona, I don't remember what it's called. Good morning, Magic Crew. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday, and welcome to another ear-to-ear Magic live stream coming to you live from the Walt Disney World Resort here in Orlando, Florida. And today we are continuing our summer series of bringing you guys to some of the resort hotels that you can experience here at Walt Disney World, and eventually we're also going to be expanding to Universal Orlando Resort. So good morning, welcome in, guys. Glad you guys could spend some time with us this Tuesday morning. We are here this week at a very nice resort. Welcome to Disney's Saratoga Springs Resort. Sorry about that, Owen, you got covered up a little bit. So
that's not right.
There you go. Where'd Owen go?
There you go.
So welcome to Disney Saratoga Springs Resort. We are actually inside of the Deluxe studio this morning. So we're going to start off our stream showing you guys what one of the rooms looks like here. And hope that you, if you're watching and have never been here before, can learn, see, and maybe even put this on your to-do list, your bucket list for staying at a Walt Disney World Resort, including this Deluxe and Disney Vacation Club Resort, Saratoga Springs. So welcome in, everybody. Let's see, got into the chat this morning. Any chances you can go back to the Saratoga Springs Treehouse Villas? We did last year, so we may take just a brief walk back. I, of course, can't take you inside one. I'd love to. But if you know anybody who's coming who'd love to invite us to come through for a walkthrough, that would be great. But yeah, we're going to see if I can get you back there. It's a little bit of a walk, but it's not too bad. It's kind of cool. Good morning, Diz that. How you doing? City Bills, good morning. Welcome in, Grandpa. Good to see you, El Pixie Dust. Theo Samigo. Thank you so much last night, Theo. We caught your notification after the stream was over. Thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciate it. Nick P, how you doing? Ilaria, good morning, good morning. Cindy Charming is with us there this morning. Anne Marie says, good morning. We'll be staying at Saratoga Springs this August and September. Now, Anne Marie, if you've never stayed here before, we hope that today's stream is going to help out a little bit. Just to kind of give you an overview, what you can expect, the themings and stuff like that as well. Good morning, Jordan. Welcome in, Guaharini. Jill's here. Greg Titus is here. Jill, good morning, Jill Vanderlip. Happy Tuesday. Jill's always off on Tuesdays, so we'd love to be able to spend more time with Jill. How you doing, Vicky? Vicky says, stayed in a one-bedroom DVC and loving it. The one-bedroom villas are very nice. We have stayed in them several times as a family, very spacious. Cindy B, my son and daughter-in-law, will be staying at Saratoga Springs in August. Man, is everybody coming in August? Was there a special or something for Saratoga Springs in August? Goofy Girl, good morning. Welcome in. How you doing, Tammy B? Caitlin, good to see you this morning. Lori loves the magic. Good morning. Disney Granny, good to see you. Good morning, TLP. How you doing today? Now this dad says, I'm going to be staying at the Treehouse Villas in 3 weeks.
Nice.
Have you ever stayed there before? Probably one of the more unique places to stay here at Disney World. And it doesn't get a lot of attention, but they're very spacious. They have a lot of room, but they're in the round. So it's very cool. Mouse Ears and Beers, welcome in. Good morning, Carol. And Joseph from rainy South Florida. Send it on. We have a good chance that we may have some rain today here as well. So we'll hopefully we'll stay off long enough for the next couple hours. We're only going to be spending a couple hours with you this morning, just to give you guys a little brief overview of Saratoga Springs. So let's kind of get started if we can. As a reminder, anytime that you guys are interested, even if we're going to DVC resorts like we are at today, Disney Vacation Club is a timeshare with Disney, allowing guests to purchase points so that they can use them for ongoing vacations. Even if you are not a DVC member, just like ourselves here, you can stay here. If you guys are interested, reach out to us, this or any of the other Walt Disney World resorts at any time for help booking, planning your next vacation here at Disney, Universal, cruises, or all-inclusive resorts. Send us an email, susanedwards@travelmation.net. Copy me at chrisedwards@travelmation.net, knowing that we'll be glad to help you guys through the whole process, choosing the theme, the space, and the resort that's best for you and your families and your budget, without having to charge you anything to take away from that budget. We have no service fees whatsoever. And we get paid a commission by Disney, by Universal, by Royal Caribbean, by whoever we help you with, after you cruise, after you visit, after you whatever you do, and it doesn't cost you anything additional. So we'd love to be your Travelmation travel agent. So let us know if we can help you guys out in booking your next vacation. And if you're just thinking, I want to come to Saratoga Springs next August, like everybody else here in the chat, we can make that happen. So reach out to us and let us know. Good morning, Smicky Smouse. How are you? I love Saratoga. It's a really nice resort. It really is. Antonia, we were coming in August, and now we're going to stay there. So thank you for showing us. I'm good. I don't know what it is about August, but I think
Something about August.
I think we're gonna have to come back and just hang out with everybody here in August. That would be cool. We did Saratoga Springs 2-bedroom villa in March. They're so nice. The 1-bedrooms and the 2-bedrooms are extremely nice. Once you stay here and you stay in some of the rooms, you're gonna get a little spoiled. Good morning, Alicia. How are you? Good to see you. Good morning, Paige. Go Tiger says, Owen shirt reminds me of the funny video where a guy had a QR code for free people and run away from people trying to scan the code. So if people try to scan his shirt, it doesn't actually scan anything.
It doesn't actually scan. It's a false QR code.
It's a scam. So, oh man. All right, so this morning we are actually in a Deluxe studio. So we're going to start off our stream this morning with a little sort of an overview of what the rooms are like. So before we actually show you like in person what our room is this while we're staying here this morning, I'm going to give you guys, where are you going, Gus? This way, there we go. I'm going to give you guys a quick look at what the rooms can look like. So let's start off here with the the Deluxe studios do sleep 4, and you can tell they're very clean. It's just the redo and the way that they've redone all of the rooms here at Saratoga Springs. They have been recently refurbished and they are extremely nice. So that's what we're actually in this morning and right now. So we're going to show you guys an actual step-by-step walkthrough of what the studio looks like. But before we do that, I also wanted to show you guys what the 1-bedroom looks like. So let's check that out as well. very spacious, very nice, and it will ruin you for smaller rooms once you get into them. They're extremely nice. What we're gonna do, we're gonna give you guys a quick tour of our studio here. Let me turn this around. Pointing the screen at you guys this morning. Sandy Charman says these rooms look so peaceful. The great thing is with the new updates, Susan loves the flooring. I know that seems strange, but Disney Lisa says, I didn't love this resort, but it was before it was refurbished. So you might want to give it another try just to see what it looks like now. No, they do not come with your Mountain Dew Zeros. Those have to be, BYO Mountain Dew. So, all right, so this is our studio, our deluxe studio. And it, like I said, sleeps up to 4. You've got 2 here on a queen, 2 additional queen on your Murphy bed, which we're going to show you how that works in just a second. And luckily you get some good views as well out your balcony. I'll take you guys out for just a second. Forget about how warm it is here in Florida when you're inside with the air conditioning. Alicia says I heard Skipper Bob to the 1-bedroom villa, which is a really nice day. Mouse Ears and Bear says this is nice, but I do like being close to the Skyliner now. It does make a difference. Now, that's something to take in consideration, is that whereas it is nice to be near to the Skyliner, being near to the Skyliner also means a resort that's going to be a little more busy. So some like to go to these outer resorts for the quietness. I actually joked about last night we should just open up the balcony door and just let the water outside be like a sound machine. Hello PRK, welcome in. Cindy, how far is the walk to Disney Springs? And that's the other positive thing about staying here at Saratoga Springs. There's 2 ways to get to Disney Springs from here. One being the boat service. When it starts to rain again and the water levels have risen up, they'll be returning the Sassagoula River and all the other boat services to and from here and Port Orleans Riverside and Port Orleans French Quarter. So you can take a boat over. It takes you right up to the main lobby, or you can just walk over. Now we are in the paddock right here, guys. Right across from the paddock is the springs. And we're going to show you guys where we do a little walking, how you can just walk over to Disney Springs. Really, really convenient in that way. A couple of chairs out here. Morning, John DeB. Welcome in. Antonio, I heard you could see the drone show from here. You can. There is 2 things to take into consideration. They do not have individual speakers for the drone show. You'll have to sort of borrow it from the other side of the water from Disney Springs. And then 2, which was funny, when I was having this conversation last night with the cast member over at check-in, I asked her, I said, I just wanted to confirm, they do not have speakers playing the music on this side. She goes, no, but you can hear the music faintly from the other side. And she says, and at the end of the show, she was very quick to remind me, at the end of the show, all the words are backwards because you're on the back side of the stage. And I'm thinking it's okay when it says Disney's Dreams That Soar. I think I can be without that portion of the show being right in that way. So, but it was funny that she had to mention that. Obviously somebody has said something at one point or another. Multiple pools, 3 with poolside bars, 2 with kids play areas, and the community hall, which we're hoping to show you guys in just a bit. Has lots of games, crafts, and things to do. We actually went there last night, and our daughter decorated, or at least started decorating, her own custom umbrella. So now, one of the things when they redid this, now Disney Lisa had mentioned that she'd stayed here before. This is before the refurbishment. One of the things I really like the fact is that, one, Disney has taken away the carpets, the rugs, the carpet that can get a little dingy or dirty over time, and it doesn't make it's not as easy to clean. You can vacuum it, but you know, it's a lot harder to clean all the time. This was so easy to clean and keep up with. But one of the best things about these new rooms, and I know this seems so petty, but I want you guys to notice.
You put stuff under.
Where do you put your suitcases? Where do you store stuff? Got that extra suitcase where you brought for souvenirs? Just put it right there under the bed. Boom. Such a nice space. If you're like me, you like to unpack when you get into the rooms. Now you can just store stuff right under the bed. You can put your shoes under the bed at the end of the night and keep them out of the walkway. And it's just so much nicer that way. Good morning, Kelly. Welcome in. How you doing, Crown V? Now, this particular space is not a preferred because we're not close to the lobby and front area. But we're going to show you guys. We're going to walk there. So, all right, Owen, I'm going to let you take the camera for a second. And I'm going to give you guys a demonstration. We started off on this workspace. Now, you'll notice in this room, there is not a workspace. There's not a desk. So if you're used to coming in doing work, bringing your laptop, doing stuff like that, there's not one in this particular room, but the coffee table simply lifts up like this and does create a workspace for you to sit down. And when you're done, you can just push it back down to be a coffee table. When it's time to go to bed at night and you need the extra sleeping space, simply slide this out of the way. Remember, if you're on the second or third floor in any of the buildings like we are right now, do it quietly because the people below you may be trying to get some sleep. Our nice velvet couch. Easy, one hand, Murphy bed conversion. I love this feature. I am so glad that Disney has and brought these in, and most of the conversions they're doing and refurbishments of these places. So much better if you guys have been doing Disney for a very long time. You know, back in the day, we used to have to take all the couch cushions off and store them away. There was usually like 8 of them, and then you had to figure out where you're going to put the couch cushions, and you had to fold the bed out. And this is so much easier. It's always customized to whatever resort you're staying at. So Saratoga Springs, of course, race themed with the horses. You got yourself some nice little. You got a stable behind. And look, a couple of head Mickeys. So, and when it's time to put it back up, and you're like, all right, it's time to hit the parks. Kids, put your bed up. Take your pillows off. Even the kids. Very easy. Boom. Get back together. So, what do you guys think of that? I love that feature. And thank you for putting the coffee table on wheels. In our rooms, you guys also know we have our Disney Magic. You can set that up when you come in. All you have to do is turn on the microphone and say, "Hey Disney." And now you have yourself your own personal little attendant to help you. You can ask for housekeeping, you can ask for maintenance, you can do all kinds of different things simply by asking for help on your little device here. Like, "Hey Disney, bring me some more towels." There you go. Greg, are the rooms quiet? I haven't actually heard anybody else since we've been in here. I hope they haven't heard us. So now, because we are staying in a Disney Vacation Club villa, it's a little different than what you would be seeing in other rooms throughout the resorts, because Disney Vacation Clubs are meant to be for longer stays. Now, in the Deluxe studio, they do not have full kitchens, but they do have a little kitchenette area, which is extremely handy. It has a refrigerator, coffee maker, toaster, microwave. You can make yourself some lunches. Save yourself a little money by having breakfast in the room. And so the features that you will not find in a regular Walt Disney World. I love the little serving sink. They also provide things like can openers, cups, plates, dishes, and plasticware. So when you go in later on, when we go to Artist Palette, and you see the grab and go, and you're like, oh look, they've got little things you can do and eat, and yeah, well, that's why you can come back to the room and fix them out. Have yourself a meal inside the room. How you doing, Trader Stan? It is one of the most quiet rooms on property. So, one sink in the Deluxe studio. There are dual sinks and more space in the 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom. And of course, you got to get yourself your Disney soap. Inside the closet, you have yourself a room safe, ironing board, iron. And when you make your bed on the Murphy bed, there are extra pillows and a blanket. Brian, staying there in August. Everybody is staying here in August. Everyone, yeah. Do you know if the view from the resort for the drone show is enjoyable? Let me tell you, if you want the most from that drone show, take the time to walk or take the boat over and watch it from the other side. You get the full front view and the music, but if you have in a pinch and you're here, you can watch the drones from the edge of the water. The music is coming from the other side of the water, and of course everything will be backwards. But you can see it. It's just not the most optimal place to do so. And Brian, when you're here in August, make sure to say hello to everybody else in the Magic Crew while you're here. Full dressing mirror for you to check to see, make sure that you're ready to go to the parks. One of the things I like about DVC rooms is the coat rack. When you come in, you can put your popcorn buckets up here, you can put your raincoats, your ponchos, your umbrellas, whatever else. I do like that. And of course, still horse themed. Now, they do have an adjoining door here. If you needed that space, there are options for having adjoining rooms. So if you need that extra space, then those doors will open up. And when you have like a 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom, what ends up happening is you'll have a studio open up. You have those capabilities as well. So what do you guys think? Full television as far as connectivity. You can connect to it with your phone, your laptop, your iPad, whatever, and then you can watch any of your streaming services on the television like we did last night. Now you can do Disney Plus, but Owen and I was watching a little bit of Samurai Jack on Max. So aloha, Lilo and Stitch. Welcome in. Oh, Anthony, Old Key West rooms are still the largest rooms. They were the original Disney Vacation Club. Matter of fact, Old Key West used to be called Disney Vacation Club. They were huge. They were gigantic. And it wasn't until afterwards that Disney goes, we can make them smaller and fit more people in the same space. They did learn their lesson. It was the first one. So yeah, Old Key West, they are huge. All right, so Owen, you ready to take everybody out? We're gonna go walk the ground, show you guys a little bit what it looks like. If you guys have questions, please feel free to ask. We want you guys to know that, all the things you need to know to decide whether or not this is the kind of space you will need to stay here on your next visit. So all the charging capabilities. You guys remember the days when we didn't have USBs in any outlet? They got them on each bedside and inside the these spaces as well, so it's good. All right, let's get going. Let's walk around some. We're gonna take you guys up to the main lobby. Put that up there front. Do. All right, let's head on out. We'll be back to pick up our stuff later. Got a little rain this morning, which was appreciate. We actually got some good rain last night as well. Just very short, but we'll take whatever we can get. If you guys are just joining us this morning, welcome into Disney Saratoga Springs. Now, back just last month, Saratoga Springs celebrated its second welcome in, Pickle Shake. Good to see you, Julie P. How you doing today, Mike? Yeah, Thursday we're gonna be going to Magic Kingdom for our first day of the pass holder previews, and crossing our fingers we can get a virtual queue that morning and get to ride. Our attempts to ride through invitations with cast members did not pan out too well. The ride kept going down. How you doing this morning, Randy and Heidi? It's raining here in Tampa. Send it on over. Who are we highlighting? The lizards? So, last night with the whole family here having fun, hanging out at the resort, and of course one of the most entertaining activities is to watch for lizards. Liberty's a huge fan of the lizards, but at night, what you'll find is the lizards are joined with the geckos. Caleb found mini geckos last night. Kept trying to sell us car insurance. So before we go to the main lobby, I want to take you guys over to the water's edge here at this and show you guys how close it is. I know Cindy was asking earlier how close is it to Disney Springs. Anthony, did they do anything this special this past weekend during the Belmont? I'm heading up to the real Saratoga Springs in August. Now, I will tell you this, for the Traverse, they do actually have special activities. When our rain just started coming down. Ooh, heavy too. Of course, mine's in the backpack. So yeah, they will be celebrating and recognizing Traverse. We've got some painting supplies and some new things here and there. Oh boy, we are getting some rain. Only a couple of minutes? Okay. We're gonna just take you guys to the water's edge and then head right back to the grand lobby. Oh, Cindy, it's really nice to be able to do. I mean, I don't mind the walk. And if you're staying at the rooms that are right here to our left, it's a really short walk. But if we get more rain like this, they're gonna bring back the boats. Yeah, right now we've got a little bit of cloud coverage, or a little bit of tree coverage. Oh, and there's space under here if you want to join me. Yeah, get in here too. You can see right across the water, Cindy, is Disney Springs. Little walk to the left here. And you come out on the far side. Very quiet. So you can see this is the area where the drone show takes place. It is right there off of the dock, coming off to the side over here by Cirque du Soleil. So if you stand here, you'll be able to see the drones very clearly. How you doing this morning, Terry? Sandra from NC, yes, we do need it. I'm okay with it. I am all good. All right, let's keep going. Let's head on back.
So you just walk this direction, and you'll eventually be back.
It's really literally just around the corner, and you'll be over by the Art of Disney store and the Christmas store. You'll walk right in there. There is a separate security area there that will drop you in. It's already starting to let off, so. That's a funny squeaky sound. Now, there is an internal shuttle that you can use for getting from one space to the other. This is a very quiet resort, but it's also very spread out. So you take that into consideration. Quick overview. Here's our directory. So, what we need, we just left, we're in Congress Park. If you get a room that is in Congress Park, when you go to check in and you ask, can we please stay in Congress Park? If that's something you can do, then Cindy, getting over to Disney Springs is going to be really, really quick and easy. The paddock is where we are staying currently, on this side of the water, the springs, closest to the Carriage House, which is your main lobby. Carousel is probably the farthest out. Not exactly my favorite, because of where it's far away from Disney Springs and the Grandstand. The Grandstand has a really fun quiet pool. It has a pool bar, and it's really not that far of a walk over to the Carriage House. This dad will be staying in the Treehouse Villas, which has a simple walkway from the back side of the Grandstand over to the villas. There are one and two boat docks that allow you access to Disney Springs if the boats are running. How you doing this morning, FM Ever After? Disney Lisa, bucket list Treehouse Villa. Yeah. It sleeps a lot. It's really big. And the rooms are a little odd shaped because you are basically living inside of a circle. Circling the outside of a tree. So Cake Toe says, I love staying at the Grandstand because it's the first stop when coming back on the buses from the parks. And Disney Springs is a close stop to the Carriage House. So just like other resorts where they're spread out, they have multiple bus stops. When the buses come in, you can get to the stop that's closest to your room. And when you're coming in from the parks, you may have to stay on the bus until you get to the best bus stop, whether you're staying at the Grandstand, the Springs, the Carousel, the Paddocks, or the Carriage House. How you doing this morning? David D loves Disney. David D, no, the boats are still not running. Hopefully this rain we're having right now is just the start of a true rainy summer season like it should have been already up to this point, and we'll have our water back here very soon. You can see the water levels are still pretty low. You can see how much of the embankment is showing, which is not normal. Come on, Owen, get under this umbrella, dude.
Well, I mean, it's barely raining.
Huh?
It's barely raining now. It's actually quite refreshing.
It is kind of nice.
I'm more worried about the camera than anything.
I'd say if it wasn't for the camera, I don't even think I'd have the umbrella out. It's very light rain, and it's Nice and chilled too. Now, if you are ever in any of the parks and you stop at a Disney Vacation Club desk and say, yes, I'd like to see the presentation of how Disney Vacation Club works, this is our main area for Disney Vacation Club presentations. You'll notice all the vans. They will gladly escort you from the parks in one of these vans through backstage areas. You don't even have to go to the front of the park. They'll pick you up at the closest area, off stage, backstage, and then they'll take you over here, show you some model rooms and answer all of your questions, and maybe even get some ice cream. I'm all for ice cream. We're right in there. And I will tell you, the presentations are they're really top notch. Here's the preview center up here.
So I'm sure remember the first time we drove here, I think you hopped on the bus side.
Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Yes.
Yeah, we got the first time we ever went backstage behind the Tower of Terror. It was kind of cool. Yeah, the kids were excited. Forget the kids. Dad was excited to go backstage. All right, so this building over here, again to my left, is the preview center for Disney Vacation Club. You can also just walk in and ask them to see. They have model rooms to show you what the rooms look like. So one of our common areas. You know, Go Tigers, I never found it to be high pressure. Matter of fact, our first experience doing it, it was exactly not. We got to ask all the questions. They told us exactly what the situation was. We got all the facts. And when we decided it was time to go, they thanked us very much. And they had kids, our kids were in a play area hanging out, and everybody got ice cream and out the door, and not anything like some of those other places where they're like, okay, well, I know you've been here for 3 hours, but let me ask you this. No, don't ask me this. I don't want you to ask me anything else. All right, guest laundry. There are washing machines, dryers. You can come in if you're staying here for a long period of time, or just, for instance, you know, you have a rainy day and your favorite outfit gets wet and you want to wear it. Get some really great pictures over in front of Tiana's Bayou. So you can come in and wash clothes, get it all fresh and spiffy. Or, like I said, if you are staying for a long time, one of the things we mention as a tip to people, if you're staying for 7 days, maybe not pack clothes for 7 days, maybe pack clothes for 4 days.
So they do space.
Yeah, it leaves you less, and then go wash your clothes once, and it allows you a lot more space for souvenirs to come home with. All right, community hall. Now, what we're about to show you is a space that is only available at Disney Vacation Club resorts. So if you were to go to, places like All Stars and things like that, they're not going to have this space. So they're open. They start opening at 10 a.m. from 10 to 10, 12 hours. And I'm going to give you guys a little peek. It's actually 2 spaces in here. The great thing about the community halls, crafts. So many crafts for kids, for adults, it doesn't matter. There are some crafts that are free, some with a small upcharge, and if you are a DVC member, they even give you a discount on those charges. You can do things like pottery. Last night we got an umbrella and started decorating an umbrella. They have magnets, they have trying to think of just a vast number of things that they
A
have.
lot of clothes.
And they're so inexpensive. You can go in here and rent DVDs to bring in back to your room and watch back into the room. You can also go in on the other side as they have the Surrey bike rentals and things like that. So on Tuesdays here at Saratoga Springs, they have the animation experience. It is a cost of $20. It is a limited space. And as an artist comes in and teaches you how to draw certain characters. And on the way out, you get a really cool exclusive animating at the Springs trading pin, only available at Saratoga Springs with Rapunzel on it. It's actually kind of cool. So, you know, look for those kind of experiences and things that will only be available at certain resorts. Feel free to ask when you come in or what kind of things you might recommend, things like that. So let me just show you. You guys, I know somebody's going to look, what does the pin look like? I want to know what the pin looks like. There you go. Check it out. And that's Tuesdays at 3:30. And then you get to walk away with a cool trading pin that's only available when you do the class here for animation. So, welcome in, HR Night Eagle. Now, one thing I need to make sure to let the parents know, if you are coming over to do something at the community halls, make sure to ask what the time frame is for completion. What I say that is if they have pottery that's painted, it needs to be fired. It may take a couple of days for them to be able to fire it and have it ready for you. So you may want to check in kind of early on your stay if you're going to think to do something like that, so that you have enough time for them to get it fired and ready to get picked up before your vacation's over. There you go, Biobingle. Get yourself a really cool animation drawing. Perfect souvenir you create yourself. And a trading pin you can get nowhere else. Hello, Odie. All right, this is our pool. Not quite open yet, and it may not be opening just immediately because of the weather, but when we go up to the top, we'll show you guys some good little views. This, like Susan mentioned earlier, this is only one of several pools that are available here on property. This is our main pool. It's usually the most crowded. It does have a slide. So let's go check in at the Carriage House. Now here at the pool, they do have some eats and a full bar. So when you sit down, you can get yourself something to eat. Enjoy your day at the pool. Check out our hot tub here. Thank you for the like today, Otney. Good morning, Kenneth. Welcome in, Donald. They're getting the pool cleaned and ready. Weather permitting, they should be opening up at the top of the hour. Now, unfortunately, Senses, the spa here at Saratoga Springs, has not reopened since 2020. Whereas it has reopened over at the Grand Floridian. Has not got to a point yet where they've reopened the one here as well. So it's the top of our slide here, our water slide. Hi, Caitlin. Good morning. Top of our springs here, feeding into the pool. Donald, Saratoga is only bus transportation that's provided complimentary. The boats only take you to and from Disney Springs. Skyliner does not work and does not come over here. And of course you can also utilize the minivans if you need to. So this is our main space, the Carriage House. I'm actually going to say that we're going to come back to this. They're getting repainted on the main building. You can see this back where they're getting ready to put some new paint on that thing. We're gonna come back to the Carriage House. What I wanna do is we're gonna walk over to the Grandstand first, check out the Treehouse Villas, and then come back and end up over here at the Carriage House. Now, we talked about the fact that here at the Winter Circle, we've got ourselves a hidden Mickey. I put it to you guys. I think David D actually asked you the challenge to find the hidden Mickey on our horse here, not counting the one that's in the logo for Disney Vacation Club. What was funny is Owen found the one I was least expecting him to find. And if you look, if you wanted to point it out again, where is
the roses doesn't have a pattern right here. It has 2 additional circles.
There we go.
Every other rose is detailed.
You can see the little hidden Mickey underneath the rose, but it's not the only hidden Mickey on this horse. Can you find the other two?
First off, you go this way.
I thought I would save that for the big.
Same one access over here.
The same one over there, but I'm not counting that one. We got 2 more.
One in front.
All right, up. Look at what the jockey's wearing. You got yourself a hidden Mickey right there on the front of his outfit. And there's 2 more, but I'm going to count it as 1. Check out the bridle. Classic Mickey. Now, a lot of golfers do like to come here because of the access to the golf course. And Lori says when we were there, we did a sunrise special golf experience that was very family friendly. So, all right, let's go walk to the Grandstand before we come back to the Carriage House. We'll end up there at the end. Now, where we're here at the Carriage House, the Springs, other buildings are right here. That's also where your main bus stop is going to be. The carousel are going to be over here, and the Grandstand is over to this way. Like I said, very spread out. Welcome in, Steve Young. Good afternoon. Anthony says this is very similar to the Saratoga Springs Hotel in New York. If you're going to be riding the boats over to the Springs, if they're running, the boat transportation will be down this direction. Also down that direction is where you're going to find your golf carts and other golfing materials. You can see some of the greens over here to our right. Good morning, Latina. How are you? See, we've got our gray skies, but loving the rain. If you're just joining us this morning, welcome into Disney's Saratoga Springs Resort here at Walt Disney World. One of the over 20 resort hotels that you guys could find to stay here on your next Disney vacation. You see some of our greens over here from the golf courses. I know some of you have mentioned that you have been on the courses here. Is there anybody else who's golfed? Yeah, it's over at Saratoga Springs. Hello, Vicky. Good morning. Now, they do have a jogging course that goes all the way around for those renters who want to get their miles in. They are separate from the golf course, though. You guys, a quick look at where we were. We had started over at Congress Park. We made our way over to the Carriage House, and now we're making our way into the Grandstand. Nick says I golfed it back in 2009. Hello, Flask. David D's got it on his list. All right, Owen. I always forget. You guys, you might have to help me find our.
I think we have to go through the first.
Yeah, I think we need to, if I remember correctly, we need to go to the next set of buildings. We're gonna take you guys over to the Treehouse Villas just for a moment. It's 11 o'clock. Or 10 o'clock. Sorry. It's 11 o'clock somewhere. It's our quiet pool over here at the Grandstand. The very first time our family ever stayed here, we were in this building over here to our left. And this is the pool we got to hang out in and swim with the kids. We're much smaller. And there is a kids splash play area here, the Grandstand, with the gates and the water horses. Literally, water horses. Gabriel says, I feel like I'm at the Kentucky Derby. So when they have the Travers week and they celebrate Travers, they're gonna actually make derby hats that night, so. All right. If you're just joining us here at this point, don't forget to go back to the beginning of the stream later. We got a tour of the room and even showed a little bit of what the one bedrooms look like here as well. Very nice, newly refurbished. Pardon me. It's humid this morning with the rain. Nick says that's the building we stayed in. Yep, that was our very first one, was right over here in the Grandstand. Yeah. First time I met one of our Magic Crew, Mark K. He was staying here, and he was over here in the Grandstand. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a small diversion walk. I actually like this walk. And if you've never been here, guys, this is really cool. And it's probably the least talked about of all of the Walt Disney World Resort rooms and stays. We're gonna take you guys to the Treehouse Villas. You're like, I've heard of these. I don't know where they're at. I'm gonna show you the little nice little walk that takes you there. As you're watching today and you realize that, you know what? I haven't got my next Walt Disney World vacation booked yet. Did you know that 2025 is already open? We can book full into the fall of 2025. And if you are ready to have that done, send us an email. Let's get started. We already have people getting their 2025 vacations. We can still get you in the last minute 2024 as well. So Susan, in the same day, has booked last minute stays for summer 2024, as well as getting really early deals and reservations for those in 2025. So send us an email, susanedwards@travelmation.net. Copy me at chrisedwards@travelmation.net. Let us know where you want to go, when you want to stay. The more information you provide as far as the details, the easier it will be for us to be able to provide you a quote and help you make a decision and get a reservation made. Remember, it is only $200 a room to hold a deposit, no matter the cost of the entire vacation. If you have room and tickets together, it's only $200 per room. If you have a large family coming and you require 3 rooms, of course, each room will be a completely different deposit. The great thing is that the cancellation policy for Walt Disney World is very, very forgiving, and full refund up to 30 days prior to check-in. So you're never obligated. You're never gonna have a chance of losing that deposit. And the earlier you book, the more you can pay off on it along the way, and makes it less of a burden having to make all of that payment last minute. So it's gonna cut some grass. You gotta make these things, we gotta make the grounds look good. All right, let's cross on over. I think it's this dad staying here in about 3 weeks. This is where your Treehouse Villas are located at. So when you need access to amenities, you can see the walk we just did. We'll take you over into that area. Now, we're not gonna do the full walk around. This is a pretty large area as well. We wanted to show you how to access it. We wanted to show you where they were and to give you a brief overview on the outside. Cannot show you the inside of them at the moment, but it's like your camping trails in here. Each of these is a Treehouse Villa. There are several of them in here. And you'll notice they're octagonal. So the rooms are gonna be almost triangle shaped in a way, like a pizza. You guys ever notice that pizza's cooked into a circle? What's up with that? All of the Treehouse Villas, of course, are off the ground. They do have your deck off to the side for being outside and enjoying the outdoors of the trees, the birds. There is a grill for each of the villas and a full kitchen to be serving the meals and making the meals. So they're all throughout here. There's several of them. It makes a huge circle around in this area. You can drive your vehicle up too for loading and unloading. This is your Treehouse Villas. Has anybody ever actually stayed in a Treehouse Villa before? Anybody? How you doing today, Peggy? Adam says, do people use those grills? I've seen them do that. I have. So, most definitely. Little hot dogs. Workers here continually making sure that the upkeep maintenance is done. So, all right, we're not going to bring the noise to this area. We're gonna take you guys back out. Are supplies for the grill available on site, or do you have to purchase them off resort? You know what, Corey? I'm gonna have to check and see. Maybe that's a question we can ask guest services, whether or not. I'll be honest, I don't think I have seen a bag of charcoal up on the up for purchase in the gift shop.
They're definitely not gonna find it there right now, just because they're not allowing any grain as of right now due to how dry it is. I've seen outside multiple places, so
Okay.
I think we'll actually walk past one of them as we return.
Nick says that looks like something Frank Lloyd Wright would have designed. How you doing this morning, Dizzy Fan for Life? Yeah, we need some more rains. I'm not going to complain anytime it rains during our live streams, because at this point we need the rain to come back in so that the ground can get saturated, our canals can get full again, our boat service can return, and be safe to throw some burgers on the grill. This is the back side of the grandstand. Again, of course, you've got your 1 and 2 bedroom villas available, and we have stayed in these before. One of these in the back side here, when we came to check in, we had brought my mother for Mother's Day weekend to go to Flower and Garden Festival. And as we were out here on the golf course, a couple of geese came up off the course and said, "Hey, you're coming out on your back patio. Don't you want to share some goodies with me?" And we had a fun little experience with the geese. They were very, very, very nice. Good morning, Dopey Runner. Are we getting our 5K in this morning? A little bonus 5K, yeah. I would not be surprised if we did at least our 3.1 miles this morning. A little slower. Hello, Laureen. Welcome in. All right, let's take you guys back up to the Carriage House. Show you the main lobby, the artist palette, the lounge that's available up there, if we can access that, and if time permits, we might take you back through and show you the community hall, which at this point should have opened. Good morning, Leanne. Working and lurking. Now, I do not have the microphone muted. And other than my voice, all I can hear are birds. Now, apparently, if you guys are interested in coming to Saratoga Springs, the month to do it is August, because so many of our magic crew will be here in August already, it seems as though. The views. Owen, do you have any memories of staying here at Saratoga Springs that
They're gonna spread out between different buildings, so we never really stuck to one section.
we've done the Grandstand, which was our first. We've been in the paddock a couple of times. Of course, being the farthest out, it's closer to Disney Springs. Like everything, every good thing has a negative thing. What's that? Okay, cool. But I do like Congress Park because of its vicinity and closeness to Disney Springs. I think the one time before when we stayed here, we were in Congress Park and we did actually just do a last minute, just, hey, you know what? It's late, but Disney Springs is open till 11. Let's just walk over. I bet all the lizards are loving the rain. Central Florida is currently experiencing drought-like conditions as part of fire prevention measures. The use of charcoal grills will be temporarily unavailable for the time being. So, yeah, we need some rain. Get some rain. Since there's nobody over here, I'll show you guys the little water park play area. Brian says we stayed there last week. Love that resort. Your room was right by the pool, so you were right here in the Grandstand. And there is a eatery and changing rooms and everything over here by the pool. Disney Fan for Life says, I hope we can get the 35K by Halloween so Calvin can wear a Miss Piggy costume. Calvin wants to wear it too. He's excited about that. So help him out. walking through here, you gotta be careful of all the lizards too. Welcome in, loser dork face. It's a really well-maintained resort, Cindy, and even as we're walking through, anytime you come into places like this, you'll notice they're always repainting this or updating that, and they do a good job on the maintenance as far as the buildings are concerned. Even the Carriage House and one of the other buildings, you can tell they're getting ready to repaint that in the coming weeks. Dopey Rider, don't even get me started on those Halloween medals. That half looks nice. I'm just jealous I can't get my coast to coast, so don't listen to me. A salute to Traveling the USA is going to be checking in here on Thursday, doing one of your virtual runs there on Friday. This is a great place to do a run. It's so spread out, there's a lot of space. A lot of things to see the way. Now we will be doing our first virtual run with and for you guys on the 22nd at the Caribbean Beach Resort, I believe. The Mickey Mouse Waffle 5K. So join us that Saturday morning, guys. We'll be doing our 3.1 miles. So if you've signed up for the summer virtual series with Run Disney and need some motivation and reminders to get your stuff done, our first of 3 races will be on the 22nd. So come hang out with us for the Mickey Mouse Waffle 5K Saturday, 22nd. Welcome home, everybody. Show you guys what the Carriage House check-in looks like. Now, because Saratoga Springs is themed after our favorite of Disney horses, you gotta have Maximus, right? Can you name the Disney movie that Maximus is our star of the show in? It's Pegasus from Hercules. Look, they even have horse cartoons to watch while you're waiting to check in. How to ride a horse. Here's Philippe from Beauty and the Beast. We've got Frou Frou over here in the back.
Just being blessed enough to come to
And Destiny. And Angus. Angus is looking pretty brave today, don't you think? Swiggy's Mouse, are the Treehouse handicap accessible? I don't believe so. because they are second story. And I do not believe there's any elevators. They're all stairs. I'll have to double check that. See if anyone else has any other information to provide. And he says, I'll take the 5-to-1 odds on Maximus. Okay, welcome to the Artist Palette. This is our quick service area here for the resort. It's also the entrance to the area of the Turf Club, our lounge, and the resort gift shop. You can get yourself DVC member merchandise because this is a DVC resort. As well as specific Saratoga Springs items as well. Including our 20th anniversary for the resort. Saratoga Springs opened officially May 17th, 2004, 20 years ago this past May. And this is a limited edition trading pin celebrating that milestone. Good morning, Pam. I like this one. I like these travel shirts. We saw this last night when we were hanging out. Liberty and Caleb were checking it out with me. It's a lounge fly bag. Now, one thing I do want to mention to you guys, when you reach out to us and say, hey, can you please quote and help me in finding a room that's best for our family, please let us know in the very beginning if you need an accessible room. That helps us when it comes to targeting and narrowing down exactly what we're looking for you. On Stitch.
You also get sundries here, along with a few other items.
Sundries. Pixar hat. Pardon me. So, does this look familiar?
It's a good shot.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
I'm doing wonderful, thank you. Now, this is where you'll be coming through if you're going to be doing any of your golfing.
As well as if you want to get on the boat.
Or, yeah, exactly, or just want to get on the boat. This is your golf check-in location. This is your turf and surf club. The turf club has a nice little outing over here, and of course this is your boat dock for the resort. Waharani, thank you, says some Treehouse Villas do have ramps available for wheelchairs and ECVs. Yeah, that's exactly right. When you guys contact us, if we want to help you when it comes to booking those, let us know in the very beginning so we can make sure to specifically look for accessible units. Last thing we want to do is get you excited about the potential of staying, just to find out that they don't have any available. So,
Yep, there we go.
and we need rain due to low water levels. Sasagula Watercraft Service is unavailable. You have to use the bus to get to Disney Springs. Or walk. You can walk too. We did it. Nick says had lunch here after early morning golf back in 2009. Just gonna walk through the Turf Club. They're only open from 4:30 to 9. Oh, and I can smell syrup.
Yeah, I can smell all this.
I can smell a Mickey waffle. Morning, Tony. How are you? And then finally, we'll give you a quick walkthrough of our quick service here, the Artist Palette. You can mobile order your food, or you can just walk up and order. Thank you to everybody who hung out with us last night. It was great to have the fam all have a meal here together last night, and check out with you guys for just a moment. And I was excited to see that the peanut butter bullseye cupcake is still here as well. An iconic cupcake. Here you've got your grab and go. You're like, why in the world would you buy a loaf of bread at a Disney Resort hotel? Because as you've seen, even the kitchenette area that we have and the full kitchens they have in the 1 and 2 bedrooms, you can simply start your day off making toast in the toaster, having a bowl of cereal, peanut butter and jelly, pancakes, making pancakes. Ooh, they got waffles. You can either let them make breakfast for you, or you can see the mobile order. Everybody's getting the bounty platters and your tots. Got a lot of a good tot bowl. Breakfast tots. Here's your horseshoe tarts. Hello, how are you? Good morning. And I am obligated personally to remind you, the Bullseye Cupcake, chocolate cupcake filled with peanut butter mousse, topped with chocolate peanut butter buttercream. Derby pie, walnut pecan pie with chocolate chips, salted caramel buttercream, and horseshoe cookie. Signature dessert items available in Saratoga Springs. Of course, this is also the area in which if you get yourself a resort mug, you will come back here to fill your resort mug while you're here for the stay. Because I think somebody wants a cupcake. Who wants a cupcake? All right, I want to take you guys back down to the community center. I think it's pretty cool, and we'll wrap up around there. Other things you can do here is you can rent your bikes. You're gonna get some biking done. You can rent bikes by the half hour, right adjacent to the community center. You can get Surrey bikes or regular bikes, and make your way around the resort. A good bike day, right, James? I still remember coming through here and staying in the 4th of July one period in the past, and they actually had Mickey and Minnie in colonial outfits and costumes reading in this area right over here to my right. Kind of cool. I felt bad for Mickey and Minnie though, because you know it was 187 degrees out here 4th of July weekend, and they're over there in full colonial garb. Oof. All right, a quick check inside the community hall. How the Hatbox goes. Just to show you guys some of the activities you can do here. We watched them preparing Mickey tie-dye shirts last night. Of course, again, Tuesdays, 3:30. Sign up early for the animator class and get yourself a special trading pin. They have board game rentals. You can rent movies and DVDs, sports equipment. The Saratoga Springs Resort scavenger hunt. And then of course you can rent bikes from 10 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. every day. They have, of course, golf.
Okay. All right. Sorry, it says you on your website on the.
This was on? No, we have 2 courts in there.
They have daily activities over by the pool.
Well, hopefully this
And every night at 8:30, movies under the stars.
Not yet. All right, we're on.
we'll keep it.
Hercules,
Thank you
Hercules,
very much.
Hercules. And 6 p.m. campfire every night, making those 2 stars. Here's your rental bike prices. You can just rent a bicycle per the day too. And then just some of the crafts that you can do. Include is design your own button, luggage tag, hair bows, onesies, turtle keychains, magnets, plush animals, cosmetic bags. You can make your own Mickey ears, design your own t-shirt. There's tie-dye. A lot of different arts and crafts. And you can see the most expensive thing on here is a pair of wire Mickey ears. Everything else is pretty much either $10 or less, so it's really inexpensive. And if you are a DVC member, you get 10% off. Lots of cool spaces in here. We sat here for about an hour last night crafting ourselves. It's a lot of fun. I love the magnets.
What are you doing, buddy? That's sad.
And of course, they do have pottery. Remember, for pottery, you do need to allow yourself a few days for them to be able to have them fired and available for pickup later. So they are not a one-day turnaround, so give them a couple of days and make sure to ask them ahead of time before you fall in love with any of the pottery. More board games. They have consoles to play, movies to watch, books, and just air-conditioned places to come and hang out. Of course, all with a horse theme as well. So, the community center. It's one of the advantages of staying at a DVC resort when you come. You know, let's step out that way. Surrey Bike Rentals. You can rent them by the half hour. Or you can just rent a regular bike for the entire day. Bike your way around the resort. Hello, Ivan. Are we going to the parks today? I think actually, maybe not. We're gonna enjoy the resort a little bit, and then we got some work to do. We hope you guys will give us a little extra work to do. Send us some emails. Let us know if we can help you get some quotes out today. And sometimes we stay really busy with all the live streams. And we have more live streams for the rest of the week. Don't forget, tomorrow we're going to be at Universal Studios, Orlando. Back at the Magic Kingdom on Thursday. Hopefully going to be riding Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And Friday we'll be back over at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. Go find our streams if you haven't done so already. Hit a thumbs up button. Come and join us some more throughout the rest of this week. This is our main bus stop here at the Springs. When you get here, if you're going to be utilizing the bus transportation, familiarize yourself with where the bus locations are that are closest to your rooms. So, Dopey Runner, all those seats and pedals, and you know I'd be the only one pedaling. Yeah, I get it. I've been there. I've done that. Oh, it helped as he's gotten older. So, Ivan, to ride, it's $25 per half hour for the 2-person, 4-person, $28 per half an hour. And then you can do an all-day regular bike for $18. Just bike all the way around the resort. Well, I hope that you guys have enjoyed hanging out with us here today at the Saratoga Springs. It is a nice resort. It is a quiet resort. It is a massively expansive resort with lots of other activities, including golfing, that you would not find at other resorts. And if you guys think that this is a place that you would be best fit for, we'd love to help you make that possible. So reach out to us and let us know how we can make your stay here at Saratoga Springs happen in the future. Reach out. As we close out today, always, guys, we want you guys to take a second and send us an email if we can help you when it comes to booking any of your vacation. We'd love to be your Travelmation travel agent. Send us an email, susanedwards at travelmation.net, chrisedwards@travelmation.net, and let's make your next vacation. Let's get it on the books. Let's get you out there. So send us an email today and let us know how we can help you. And thank you for letting us be your travel agent and supporting our small business as we help your family vacation and help our family do what we do. So, all right, Owen. It's a large resort. We didn't even walk around all the different areas. No, there's like, what else? The carousel is way up there. We barely touched the springs. Congress Park, we just got to the edge of. There's a lot of space here. And the great thing is that if you're looking for a place, if you're looking for a resort that's not all about run to the parks, run all the time, but you want to have some time where you can enjoy quietly your actual resort, this is a great place to do it. So hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for allowing us to do this with you guys this entire summer. We're going to do it again next week. And from Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa, hope you guys have a great day. As always, take care of each other, take care of your community. And as we always ask, even on days that are cloudy and rainy, do these 3 things. Share a laugh, share a smile, share a compliment. But whatever you do, be the sunshine in somebody else's day. Have a great afternoon, guys. Thank you so much for supporting us here at Eat Air Magic, and we'll see you guys soon in the parks. Thanks, everybody. Have a great one.